What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Battle Raps Real Dom, man, and you're now tuning in to the recap of one of the best battles all year, Charron versus Chef Trez. It went down yesterday on RBE, the Get Back card. To me, the best battle on the card. Um, what I'm gonna be doing right now, we gonna break this down, man, ball for ball, round for round, and if y'all ain't even know, they did a freestyle round. I'm talking about back and forth, ball for ball for ball for ball for ball. This shit was crazy. I'm telling you, if you missed this, go. I would dead tell you right now, go buy the VOD just to see this battle. It's worth it to me. I know everybody, some people said that there wasn't enough on the card to buy the whole card and they'll just wait for it to drop. Hey, everybody got their own opinion, man. But motherfucking Charron versus Chef Trez was motherfucking fire. Fire, man. We gonna jump straight into it. Charron, top of the first, he come out. Your first big battle was Craig. Your ass just got smoked. Look what happened with Lamar Jackson. Yeah, you run shit, but lose when it matters the most. That was fire. That was fire. Lost every playoff game. When you get tested, you make no noise. Tay-Rock's chain? That was crazy. That was crazy. Then he came up to a scheme where he sand in the cave, I'm Indiana Jones. Leaving sand in the cave, I'm Indiana Jones. White boy killing cats, Netflix series. No witnesses, impeachment trial. I'm telling you, man, y'all gotta go see this battle, man. This shit was crazy, man. This shit was so fire, yo. Then he sent the shot at Surf. My opponent seen more flips than Surf lawyers. Then he sent the shot like Chef Trez don't run 3 of them things. He said, I got 3 of them things. You got 1 thing you do 3 times. That was fire. I ain't gonna lie. Then he said, white boy more seasoned than you. That was crazy. That was crazy. I'm not gonna go every ball around. These are just balls that stood out to me. Of course, there was way more. But I mean, if I do every single ball, every fucking ball, this video would be like 45 minutes long, probably 50 minutes long, an hour. Like, there's no way that, like, you could break that. I mean, you can do it. It's just so time consuming. So I got a couple balls from each round, pretty much. But that was a fire first from Charron, man. Then Chef, out the gate, my son come in with the rebuttal. Y'all know, Mr. 3 of them things. White people, y'all don't season y'all food. Rock necklace, you should let be. That's my pet peeve. I go to the other, chess piece. Then he came with revolver, nose ring, and hit your body. That's twerking Norb's fight. If y'all ain't know, 2 nights ago, man, or in the morning of Genesis, Twerk put hands and feet on Norbs, man. I put the fight up on my page. Y'all could go. I wouldn't even call that a fight, to be honest. And honestly, Twerk ain't even go that hard to me. I think Twerk could have did way more. But that's neither here nor there right now, man. We breaking down Charron and Chef Trez. But y'all could go definitely see that video. Shine hand in your face, newlywed. Everybody know K-Shine smacked fire out of Charron a while back. And nobody gonna let Charron live off that, that personal. Smack killer, killed with a smack. Referencing the Sean smack again. The day you want war with me and you the smack killer, cool, Adam. Good thing we on RBE. Fire. Red beam on a pistol shows my white people side. I'm talking 9 on the dot white people time. That boy, that boy was going crazy, yo. Yo, I'm telling you, like, this whole battle's a classic, yo. Whole battle's a classic. Bitch, know your future before you do. Raven Simone. Crazy, I got Corey in the house, and the chef was his pops. Fire. Fire, fire. Wildin' Out and got Khan. The irony. Obviously, everybody knows. I don't know if y'all don't know. Charron is on Wildin' Out. He's part of that cast. He's been doing it for a few years. Then Chef Trez goes to a scheme about him getting Charron killed in Georgia, bodied in Cobb, cause you were corn to me. I like that. I like that. And then he came with don't need Ja, I'm not the Grizzlies. Don't need y'all, I'm not the Grizzlies. Shotgun, the 12 will show son feminine side. D Wade, his body drop. I had a hand in your death. Sign language. Oh my fucking god, yo. Yo, listen, man. Like I said, this is a fire fucking battle, B. Fire battle, man. I'm gonna go ahead and edge Chef in the first. They both came with it. Both had some heat. But I'm gonna go ahead and edge Chef Trez in the first. Then right out the gate, everybody knows Charron rebuttals too. So right out the gate, he said, "This is like chess. White piece always move first." That was fire. White people don't season our food. A-Ward, I'm not gonna let him talk to us like that. That was funny. That was funny. That was funny. Rebuttaling Chef's rebuttal. So that was cool. I like that one. Gun bars. Oh, we don't season our food. Well, I got this assault. This salt. I get that one. 3 off the top. Ain't a chance the rapper could win. That was fire. That was fire. Chance the Rapper, y'all know he always got the hat on. They got the 3 on it. That was crazy. Then he came with You Ain't Gotta Ask Her Why I Left Canada and came straight to those Clippers. I didn't write this bar down, but it was a Kawhi Leonard, Canada, and Clipper bar that Chef Trez said. I didn't write it down, like I said, because I can't write every bar down. I can, but it's going to take way too long to actually, like, do a video, you know, on a recap. So it's a recap. I can't give y'all everything. Y'all gotta go see it for yourselves, man. Then Charron came with he gonna be there at 9 on the dot. White people always early. You just got 8. That was fire. That was fire. And then right there, for like the next 2 minutes, to me it was just filler. He had some filler. I wasn't really, you know. He kind of like lost me for the round a little bit, but then he came back. Spaz on Chef over the counter. You didn't get the order right. That was fire. More white cells than your immune system. That's a personal. Everybody might not get that. I get it. Even when I'm asleep, I got a can on me. Homer's gut. That was fire. That was funny too. It was fire and funny at the same time. The Worst Funeral, Wayne's album, that was crazy. I forgot the exact setup to it, but that's just the punch. Like I said, I'm not giving y'all everything. Y'all gotta, you know, go support the culture and fuck with RBE. Go to redbreedent.com, order the VOD. You can still see it just because it's not live. They got each battle up there, even the undercards. Y'all can see all that. So that was Charron's second. The crowd, so in the Chef Trez's second, Charron had a fire second. Other than when he lost me for like a minute or two, when he had some filler. I mean, I kind of like just went away from him for a second for that. But it was a good round though, overall. I'm not taking nothing from Charron. He was fire. So right before Chef's second, the crowd is telling him fight back. So, you know, crowd was talking as well during the battle. So Chef tells him, y'all telling me to fight back, but ain't say that to him when Sean slapped the nigga. Then he rebutted Charron's assault bar. He said, pull out assault. What do you say? Pull out assault. Sheesh. Technical difficulties. He said, pull out assault. Better be some pep in your step. Pull out assault. Better put some pep in your step. I fucked that ball up completely. My fault, bro. Like I said, then they was talking. He rebuttaling Charron at this point, and the crowd is just doing mad much. So somebody in the crowd was like, "Yo, can y'all shut the fuck up so he can kick Charron ass?" Shit was funny. Then there was a bar that Charron had said, like I said, mentioning the Clippers, Canada, and Kawhi. So Charron had rebutted his rebuttal, and now Chef Trez rebutted his rebuttal that he rebutted. A whole bunch of motherfucking rebuttals. So he said Kawhi and the Clippers, shit like Paul George. Now you ain't get that. I'm bringing up something small forward. That was crazy. That was fire. And then he came with, any rebuttals you do, they gonna say X amount of them, that you did X amount of them things. You just did that and I showed you. That's facts, because the night before in the face-off, he told Charron that 3 of them things is his. Like, no one's taking that from him. He to go to rebuttals. And I honestly agree with that. Why do a face-off if the gun do that? Then Charron starts talking to somebody that's next to him on the stage that's wearing a Falcons hat. So Chef says something foul can happen off the top. That was at the moment, that was fire because of the situation. Like, he was like kind of talking in his round, but not really fully talking. You know, like everybody could hear it, but he noticed. Then he came with a scheme. He rebutted a scheme that about Chef losing some battles to prep Cannon and Bangs and DNA. So he said, you mentioned prep Cannon and Bangs and that sick nigga from Queens, and they couldn't stop me with that coronavirus. For y'all that don't know, DNA from Corona Queens. So that was fire. That was fire. No stains on the can. Canada draw. That was fire. Then Chef came with some heat. He said, he trying to giggle. I'm trying to kill him. And what's another word for laughing? Dying. That was fire. That was fire. Shooter the makeup artist. When you had Pat in your face, apparently Pat stays smacked Charron too. That boy just getting smacked by everybody, man. I don't know what's going on with that, but that's a whole nother topic. And he closed out the round with a bar that I like. Woke up holding an arm, thinking I broke it. That was fire to me. I like that. Then the beginning of the third, Charron had a rebuttal about the coronavirus. He rebutted the Falcons hat ball. Falcons hat, ARP, white about to snap back. ARP, for y'all who don't know, ARP, the owner of Ray BNT, had a white snapback hat on. So that was fire. Sell me weed. I pull up looking for O to smoke. That was fire. But I just realized I ain't even give y'all my winner for the second round. To be honest. I will go with an edge for Charron on that one. That's like, I only watched the battle twice. I watched it just as a fan, and then I watched it to do my breakdown. So the second, off of just 2 watches, I edge it to Charron. And none of these rounds were clear to me. I don't think clear to anyone. Like, this battle was just that fire. Like, it was a back and forth the whole battle. Even the surprise freestyle round that they had after the technical battle. I wouldn't consider the freestyle thing a round. The battle was 3 rounds, and then they just had some bonus shit, for the culture, which was fire too. But I don't count it as, part of the battle. Even though it kind of like happened literally right after the battle. They didn't leave the stage or nothing. So I'll give Charron the second edge off the 2 watches that I had. Back in the Charron third, makeup artists, cosmetics, gonna have to carry him out. This was rebuttaling Shooter, the makeup artist, about Pat Stay being in Charron's face or slapping him in his face. That was fire. He did a scheme about Chef Trez loving the number 3, which was cool. I liked it. NBA Jam supposed to be on fire after you drop 3 of them things. That was fire. Chess being called memorization. It ain't that legit. Big T being called able to sprint for the culture, but URL through an event the same day of this shit. That was fire. Pretty much was like saying URL was kind of grimy for throwing an event after they knew Red Breed was throwing theirs on February 29th. I don't know if they purposely did that. I don't know the inside scoop on that, so I wouldn't say they did it on purpose, but we know motherfuckers is petty, so whether URL had it set first or RB East had it set first, I don't know that. But like I said, we know motherfuckers is petty, so who knows what the hell happened with that. Charron then came with a fire bar to close out. You rebuttal battle rap shit. I rebuttal shit in real life. That was fire. I fucked with that one. Charron's third was good to me. But it was one of his, out of his 3 rounds, it was his less powerful round, like, to me. It was still a good round, but it just wasn't as strong as his other 2, which is why Chef got the third to me, but I ain't get into his bars yet for y'all. So he started off with rebuttaling about Chef Trez being in the streets. He said you was flipping houses. I was flipping shit in the streets. That's a fact. And I can say that because that's something real estate, real will state. That was fire. Deuce pointing like him dancing. Yeah, you should know when disc go off. That was fire. Disc go off. That was fire. Then he kind of stumbled over a rebuttal and came back with it, but you could really remix it when you a hitman. When you really a hitman, that was fire. Charron said he want all the smoke, so I give him the K2. That was fire. That was crazy. No bars, you just get set free. White privileged. It's crazy. That was crazy. You got politician ties. Oops, am I saying too much? That was fire. Everybody know, Oops is into, politics and stuff like that. He actually does his thing with that. Or at least used to. I'm not really sure if he's still doing it or not. Then he came with fake special nigga getting the medal. Johnny Knoxville. That was fire. Then he blade propel at his top. He let the fans get to his head. Push up off the wall like the military. That was fire to me. How you gonna talk to me when you was spoon fed? Stick a fork in it. That was fire. That was crazy. So for the 3 rounds, to me, I got it off 2 watches, which I said one was just as a fan, and one was to do the recap for y'all of a couple balls, that was said. I got Chef winning 2-1, the first and the third. Like I said, it was a crazy battle. Like, it's a classic, and so far, it's the best battle of the year. And even ARP said it's one of the best battles that happened on RBE, period. So that's some good company, because there's been a few decent good battles on there. So for these two to show up like this and go back and forth and compete with each other, it was crazy. The freestyle round was fire, because they was going back to back. I'm gonna give y'all a couple bars from that. I don't count it towards the battle, because it's like just a kind of like a throwaway round. So I don't want y'all coming talking about it's 2-2, or somebody won 4-0, or like we be playing with the coin tosses and shit. So yeah, Chef Trez, I got winning the battle. The third was clear to me. The second, I edged Charron. The first, I edged Chef. Let me know what y'all think in the comments about the actual 3-round battle. And then, like I said, I'm going to drop some of these balls for y'all from the freestyle round, which was crazy. He said, Charron started off. He said, sending Chef to God, this is the Jetsons. I'm putting Metal the Dog. Anderson Silva, you about to tap out. End of February. So just like the lights, I had the blackout. That was crazy. Right before the freestyle round, they had a little quick situation with the lights, so they had to fix that real quick. So end of February, still Black History Month. So the reference was fire. Then Chef came back, said, yeah, you may blackout, but I do the true thing. You mentioned sending Chef to God, but you couldn't do that with Wu-Tang. That was fire. He said he want to show off. This would be his last battle when Mac go off. Show off, and Mac Myron had a battle earlier in that night. It was a decent battle, I heard. I was stuck at work, so I couldn't see all the battles, but I'm definitely going to watch the rest of them, too. Then Charron came back, said, told his mother I'm mean, told her I was bringing the ruckus, so I left her face covered in cream. That was fire. That was fire. Pretty much rebuttaling his rebuttal about Wu-Tang. Then Chef Trez came back again with the rebuttal. He mentioned Wu-Tang again, but I'm just letting you know, to beat me, you stupid for thinking there is a method. Crazy. That's fire, yo. Then pause, Charron, because you said some bullshit, bro. He said, he was talking to Chef and his mans, talking about him jizzing in his mouth on some, I don't know, but big pause, man. Big pause. I don't know what type of time my boy Charron was on, but those are a couple bars from the freestyle. Like I said, y'all should go buy the RBE card. It is available on VOD. So with that being said, I got Chef edging the first, Charron edging the second, and then Chef clear in the third to me. The freestyle, like I said, don't be coming at it was 2-2 or 3 or 4-0 and none of that. The freestyle round don't really count as part of the battle. That was something for the culture, for the the crowd that showed up to RBE's event, with 3 events going on in the same weekend, 2 being on the same day and actually ending up running together at times. RBE's event started a little way earlier, actually, 4 hours before, but they had some one-offs compared to URL. They started at 5, and they only had the 6 battles, which actually, I think their event started at, I know for sure it started at 5, and then it ended at, I believe, like 12, almost 1 in the morning, something like that. But like I said, make sure y'all go tune in to RBE's. The Get Back card is still available on VOD. I'm gonna drop the link for y'all, in the description of the video. Like I said, Chef Trez 2-1, first and third. Fire battle, classic battle of the year, man. For sure. But y'all tuned in to Battle Raps Real Dawn. Appreciate y'all for coming by, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.